Who that family? Check out the Pro Shop. That's right, the Pro Shop is the platform store where you can go and buy all the latest merch to support the platform. Available at the Pro Shops, we have dozens of hundreds of products available for you and your family. Unisex tees for men and women, hoodies and sweatshirts, tank tops, kids and baby items, long sleeve tees, mugs, pillows, wall art, bath bedding, face masks, phone cases, stickers, bags, fanny packs, socks, hats, and many other items. Please feel free to check out the Pro Shops. The link is in the description section below. And remember, it helps the platform continue to grow. Check out the Pro Shop and who that too.
You're listening to the Pelicans post-game report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.
Coach, so many good things to talk about tonight. Let's start with your defense. You held the best three-point percentage team to just 31% tonight, and Paul George to single digits. How did you accomplish that?
You know, I say the same thing every time. Our defense has gotten better. Our guys are playing harder. They're trusting each other a little bit more. But it's always a combination, right? It always is. You play better, and then they've got to miss shots. And they had some really makeable threes and missed them, particularly in the first half. And it allowed us to get out in front. So it's always both. But I thought our guys were into Paul George. I thought, Lonzo and Najee did a good job getting into him, didn't give him anything easy. I thought our bigs did a good job of being up on pick and rolls, not letting him come off and shoot the ball. I thought the defense was good, and we were fortunate. So that's usually what happens. I'll take it.
Absolutely. Billy Hernan-Gomez in your starting lineup just always seems ready when his number is called. It's so much fun to see the good guy have so much success. How would you describe his contribution tonight?
Well, he was tremendous, and he has done a great job of staying ready. But I think that's been one of the really good things with our team. I give the players a lot of credit, whether it's Billy, whether it's Najee Marshall, who didn't play for most of the year and then had to be ready, whether it's, Jackson Hayes had times where he didn't play, whether it's Wenyen Gabriel, who I thought was outstanding tonight in his minutes. Guys stay ready. So I give them a lot of credit. I also give our coaches a lot of credit. I mean, they're out there with those guys every day, playing before games, playing in the practice gym, working to keep those guys ready. Teresa Weatherspoon, Rex Walters, Beno Udrih, Corey Brewer, Darnell Lazar, those guys they're with those guys every day, not only coaching them, but encouraging them and everything else. And with their work and the players' work ethic, guys have stayed ready. We really haven't had to call on somebody this year and they weren't ready to play. So that's been a really, really good thing. And Billy's obviously been one that has stood out in that regard today after the game. Everybody was really happy for Wenyen because this was his first real, shot in an important game, and he came up big. So, yeah, I'm really, really happy for those players and really happy with our coaching staff keeping guys ready.
Coach, I want to go back to the defense again. And you said that, the Clippers missed some shots in the first half, and they did, but you did force 20 turnovers. You had 13 steals. There were deflections all over the place. It just seemed your guys were a step ahead as far as anticipation with
Yeah, there's no question. We've been much more active defensively. We talked about it yesterday in the sense, coming off that tough loss with San Antonio, we talked about how much we gave them the numbers, how much our defense has improved. And, we've got to start taking care of the ball and things like that, because our defense has improved enough to be a good team. This team, the record hasn't showed it. I get that. I'll take ownership of that, but this team's gotten a lot better, even through the injuries we've had. We've become a pretty good basketball team and a pretty consistent team in terms of how we show up and play every night. I mean, you notice even the good teams, right? I mean, there's blowouts here and there. Like, we've been pretty consistent showing up and competing every night. This is a good group to coach.
There was a point in the second quarter where the Clippers got it down to 6. They won a 16-6 run, and then your team showed a lot of poise and then ended the quarter on a 7-0 run. That really might have been the difference in the game, where they didn't allow the Clippers to really get into it.
No, I agree, Graf. I mean, that would have, they made their run, momentum was going their way, and then to take that lead back up at the half, it's just a different feel. And look, I'm fully aware they didn't have Kawhi Leonard, but over this 8-game stretch, of which going into today, over which Kawhi missed 7 of those games, they were still the number 4 offense in the league in that stretch, and the number 1 3-point shooting team in the league in that stretch, and they were 6-1 in the games Kawhi had missed. So this team, as we played it, has been playing great. Obviously, Kawhi's a different story, but we're not whole either. So that's just the way this season has been. You don't see very many games where both teams are whole.
Dan Blood had 18. Only one of his field goals was a 3. Got to the free throw line 7 times. What do you think about the way he attacked the basket in this game?
Yeah, I just told him afterwards, Christian, like, I thought he was really, really aggressive, and I really liked that. Cuts, drives. I thought he was really aggressive attacking, and I thought that helped us a great deal. Their entire, as with most people, their entire game plan was Zion and Brandon, and these other guys have to take advantage, and he really did.
Yes, Dan, it seems like after every tough loss you guys have gone through this year, you made a point of saying, hey, I don't expect our guys to get down. I don't expect our guys to, give up or anything like that. What is it about this group that's allowed them to bounce back the way they have, after these tough losses?
I mean, I just think it's a sign of their character, Will. I mean, this is a high-character group that's been really resilient. I mean, we've been through a really tough few weeks here. I mean, you guys have watched them all. I mean, the 2 New York games, the Washington game, the Brooklyn game, the San Antonio game, where you're right there and playing well, and you're coming away with nothing, no reward for that or anything else. That's when you worry about teams. Are they just going to give in at some point? And we haven't. I mean, so I give this group a lot of credit. I mean, I'm proud of the way they come out and approach it from night to night, and they keep working to get better. And we were talking in the fourth quarter tonight, and we were talking about closing out the game, and I'm looking around, and I've got nobody over 23 sitting in the huddle when I'm talking about being a solid team and closing out the game. I'm like, wow, okay. Like, this isn't, like I said, a veteran, and I was kidding them at the end of the timeout. I said, a veteran group like this should be able to close this out. And it's been a great group, though, to coach. And I just hope, for my sake, obviously, I'm not saying I don't care. For my sake, too, I want to win. But for theirs, I mean, they deserve to have some success because they're going about it the right way.
For all things Pelicans, you're now tuned into the Pelican post-game report. And on the pretty good Pelican post-game report, big ups to the flock. Big ups to the Pelican family. Coming in on a happier show, Pelican post-game report, Pelican stomp the Clippers 120-103 at home. Big ups to the flock. Appreciate y'all for joining us in this live stream. Man, And it always feels good to come in on a win, doesn't it, family? Always feels good to come in on a win. Big ups to you for joining us. I'm Big Q in this edition. And we got my co-host DC in the building. DC, what's happening, family?
What's up, Big Q? What's up, flockers? We shaking back, man. We look like we taking off, Q. I ain't gonna say we flying high just yet. We taking off. They making a run at it.
Hey, man, and that's a part of it. That's what I said. You can't discount the Pelicans just yet. We still got a lot of games left to go. You don't write nobody out until there's nothing left, till it's all zero. So don't be too premature on that. Much love to all of the flock. Thank y'all for chiming in. Big ups to brother Jerry. Teal, my dog Teal in the building. DJ. John Thompson, VB Saints Pale Lady, Josh, all the family members. Thank y'all for being in the building. Mike W is in the building as well. 504. Big ups to you, family. Thank you for chiming in on this installment. Who else we got? GM Kev, Trey Joseph. We'll go all of the family members. Pelicans SZN in the building as well. Everybody, Jasper Bowden, Mr. 100, Jabari. What's up, Jabari? Big ups, fam. T in the building. Melanin Gods in the building as well. All the
20 transport, dog.
All the family members are chiming in. Big Jedediah. Kenneth Brown.
Say it again.
120. Big Jedediah. All of them in the building.
I like how you said
it, 120 transport. What's up, fam? Good to see you as well. And big ups to the entire flock. Thank y'all for chiming in on this thing. Okay. That's KK. All right. That's KK. Okay, that's KK. 504
Lady. You gotta say that lady, dog. You got that late night smooth Barry D. Gordy thing going on.
Who?
Barry D. Gordy.
Barry D. Gordy. I got you, D.
Other side of the pillow.
that old what you call it? What we used to call back in the day? Mellow moods.
That's what it was called. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Silent Storm. There you go.
AD Barry voice.
Kai, what's up, Kai? Big ups to you as well, family. So in this edition of the Pelican post-game report, man, listen, this was a fantastic win by the Pelicans, I must say, man, after a very tough loss the other night. But the rebound against this team, and of course, they were missing one of their stars there, but I don't give a rat's patootie. Bottom line is you got to beat who you beat when you beat them, when they step in front of you. Demolishment. And that's what the Pelicans did. They stumped the Clippers, who was a pretty quality team. Listen, the Clippers.
We dropped the Clippers, Q. That's what happened when you drop them, you break them. We dropped the Clippers.
Well, I mean,
I ain't never seen nobody stomp no Clippers. All we had to do was drop them.
I mean, it's not the hair Clippers. They actually, it's a ship.
There was some shitty hair Clippers tonight. I seen it.
Well, with DC, I know you went down to the game. You were actually courtside at the game.
Yeah, I got blessed with some tickets last minute, man.
And DC was actually at the game. So DC, you feel free to report to the flock, bro. Your thoughts on the game up close and personal.
Man, this game, watching the dude, it really was the Pelicans defense, honestly. Every time you looked up, man, they was getting a steal. Lonzo Ball played amazing. You know what I'm saying? He basically was on Paul George the majority of the time. He held Paul George to 9 points, dude. That's insane.
Not bad.
You know what I'm saying? Najee Marshall was out there on him too. You know, they basically put him in a straitjacket. DeMarcus Cousins, every time I look, y'all ain't see it. He was whining, his ass whining all over the place, complaining to the referees. You know what I'm saying? But he did his thing. But man, it was an amazing effort to see this team be a whole team, man. This is one night where they kind of realized, watching just the whole team, that, okay, they're going to try and shut down Zion. So they kind of facilitated the ball around everybody, man. If you look at the shot distribution tonight, once we get to the players, which I was noticing that they decided to just play as a team. We gonna make it happen with other players other than B.I. and Zion. You know what I'm saying? B.I. went long stretches without taking shots. Like, I almost would forget he was out there sometimes. But he was out there, make his plays, facilitate. He take a shot every now and then. Zion wasn't jacking up no shots. Eric Bledsoe was being aggressive. You know what I'm saying? He actually looked like a solid starter tonight. Lonzo Ball did his thing. It was just a whole group effort, man. And it's amazing when you play two guys we've been saying they should play the whole goddamn season. We finally see both of them get solid minutes, and look what we get, Q. You got Gabriel and Billy playing, and look at the outcome. You know, Jackson Hayes gets in there, Kyra gets out there, Najee Marshall, all the guys we've been saying they need to play. When they finally play against a top-notch Clipper team who actually been playing pretty good. I don't care if they're down Kawhi or whatever.
4 in a row.
This team been playing good. You know what I'm saying? So this is a legitimate win. We ain't going to be like, because Kawhi wasn't there. Kawhi ain't been there for a couple of games and they still was winning. So
right.
I'm impressed with my team, man. I just want to see them keep it going, man. Very, very, very big heart they showed tonight, man. And they stayed at it the whole game. It's so much so that I ain't had to stick around and wait for the traffic. I was able to comfortably get up and walk before the game was over.
I mean, but they had like 2,000 people in there. I wouldn't have had much traffic.
Well, you can't be close to people when you're leaving, so they're like, wait, it's you and that person? Okay, stop. You got to wait before we let you down. So they was doing that.
Good grief.
And then you got the people, you know, standing there the whole time with this big old mask thing in your face, talking about mask up.
The
in your face the whole time. Man, you pull a mask down and scratch your nose or something, they're going to throw that damn sign at your ass. Mask up.
But, I mean, yeah, you're right, though, DC. The Pelicans tonight, man, they did a bevy of different things very well, man, to be honest with you.
Hold up, 504 lady. How my cash app popping tonight? I was at the game, baby. They could have put it in my hand tonight.
The family's saying now that DC getting checks and not tickets. Big Q ain't getting no free tickets. You see who caught in the game?
So that's what happened, bro. Who gave me tickets, family?
I don't know whoever gave you tickets. I might have to ask DJ. DJ, the man with the hookup.
Yeah, I should have told DJ I was going to the game. DJ been trying to catch me at the game. I wonder if he was working tonight.
DJ at the game, man. DJ working at the game. DJ know all of the bench players. DJ's like, man, one night y'all gonna get a chance to play. And then DJ, when you just hang in there, have faith, you gonna get a chance to play.
Say, Kenny, man, nobody ain't eating no radishes tonight, bro. Cut that off.
But anyway, the Pelicans, man, I was watching the game during the sports coma, man, and I was seeing what they were doing, man, and the thing about it, they look really good tonight. It's just so amazing. I was shaking my head on show, like, man, this team. One night they look this way, and then next night they come in and they like, okay, we can play games. And then shots are falling. It's a free rhythm. Everything's like it's no problem at all. Next game is something else. So I mean, I just want the urgency to kind of lean in, and the Pelicans can consistently play with this free ball edge, because they looked really free, flowing like it's like, they're not in the hunt. The pressure wasn't getting to them. They were actually having ball. You see Zion Williamson out there.
They were smiling and having fun.
Having fun. And maybe that's what it is. Maybe Stan made a move there. Be like, you know what, fam, maybe I'm being a little too uptight. Let's just have fun and play basketball. Then how about trying that strategy? You know what I'm saying? And if that was the case, they yielded some positive result against a very good team, DC, because the Clippers are not some bull crap club. They were on a 4-game winning streak, and the Pelicans made them look like, man, that they were struggling, looking like they were a bottom feeding team. They collapsed the piss out this team, man.
They did, man, and they kept command of this game the whole game, bro. I mean, it was a little bit of a dogfight in the first quarter, missing shots, both teams playing decent defense, and then once they took off, man, towards the end of the first, end of the second, they never really looked back. They kept their foot on their neck the whole time, and that's what I like to see. The fact that they kept it there. It got a little close in the second quarter, and they was trying to make a run to come back. No, it's like 41-48. And then I think Lonzo Ball might have hit a three, and they pushed the lead back up to probably 62-48 by halftime, man. And they came out in the third and continued the same thing. So they showed us that they can play a complete game, because they did tonight for 4 complete quarters, man. I saw, other than I guess when they put the scrubs in at the end, and then they started scoring a little bit, and Nunnally hit that three. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, man, the only knock I had tonight was the free throw shooting. I couldn't believe they shot like 50% from the 3-point line, with
Yep.
65% from the free throw line. I was
Right.
like, man, that's crazy.
But 50-something% everywhere else, which is a positive.
Yeah.
From the field as well as the three downtown. And then, of course, they had turnovers, but 19 turnovers. They dominated the Clippers and the points in the paint and fast break. So I mean, statistically speaking, it matched the visual aspect of the game as well. Pelicans free flowing, looked good, and hopefully we can carry this energy forward, because I was watching them and I'm like, man, we need to just bottle this and then take it into the next matchup against the Nuggets, which it's going to be a tough game, but we got to get the rest of these contests. And like I said, we're going to end up putting up the rest of the schedule toward the back end of the Pelican post game report tonight, just to let family members understand and know, what we're dealing with as a team, dealing with with the schedule and what's remaining. So yeah, DC, let's go over the individual statistics. Well, give me a second. Let me share my screen here and we'll go over the individual statistics here. All right. And can you see that?
I can't see nothing. The family getting on me talking about I ain't market the Pelicans post game report at the game.
Yeah, man. What's wrong with this guy?
Which y'all wanted me to run down on the court with a sign?
Go up there
in the middle of the timeout, just go on the court running with a sign till they tackle me. All
right. They won't tackle you. All right. 44-82. 44 out of 82, almost 54% shooting from the field for the Pelicans tonight. They were 15-29 from downtown for almost 52%. So almost 54% shooting from the field, almost 52% shooting from the 3-point line. All excellent. All very excellent. 36-90 by the Clippers for 40%, 14-45. Wow. 31% from down there. They were perfect from the charity stripe, 17-17. Pelicans 17-26 for 65.4, 44 each on the rebounds. Pelicans 28-20 on the assists. They had double-digit steals in this matchup, 13-5, 5-5 on the blocks. Turnovers was 16 with 17 points off turnovers for the Pels. Clippers 19 turnovers, 21 points off the turnovers. Pelicans 23-7 fast break point advantage and 50-34 with points in the paint. So, I mean, a lot of domination going on. And, of course, the Pelicans at one time was about as much as 25-7. So we covered some of this in your previous breakdown. Almost 54% shooting from the field, 52% from downtown, 28 assists in the matchup, 13 steals, DC, points in the paint, battle won, just everything, man. Points in the paint, 50-34, 23 with fast 27 on fast break points. These stats are very good. You can pick and choose which ones you like, but I like them all.
Hell yeah, I like them all too, man. But the 3-point shooting did it for me, man. I mean, we not gonna get to see 51% 3-point shooting every night from the Pels, and it wasn't heavily elevated by just Lonzo Ball or Bi. You know what I'm saying? Zion got in the mix. He hit him a 3-pointer. But it was all across the board with pretty much all the guys, man. William Gabriel came out there, got 2. Kyra got 2. You know what I'm saying? So it was more than just, like one guy having a hot shooting night. They really just seemed to be in sync tonight. And they played with it was like almost like a calm, man. They was having fun and they played calmly, you know what I'm saying? It was intense but calm at the same time. I don't know, it's kind of weird. But the 3-point shooting was the thing that stood out for me, man. I was loving it. Every time somebody let it go, it felt good to know more than likely it was going to go in.
Yeah, almost 52% shooting from downtown. it is something. Even though the Clippers were 14-44, so the Pelicans, statistically hit one more 3-pointer than they did. But
Yeah, it was great watching them shoot threes too, because I knew their ass was gonna miss. That was good seeing that too, man. I don't know what that guy Patterson. No, not Patterson. It was like number 45, man. Oh my God, they let him shoot so many, man. He just missed all of them. He ain't make a damn three till like the fourth quarter.
yeah, it was. The thing is too. You look at what the Pelicans did statistically; it's all very positive, man. And we can bottle this and keep it going. We'll have an opportunity to really do some things. Individual statistics wise, you see Zion Williamson was the top of the food chain in this one. 23 points in 30 minutes, 8 of 11 from the field. He even hit a 3-pointer. He was 6 of 11 from the charity stripe. Got to get better there. But still in all, 23 points, 5 assists, 1 rebound for Zion. Behind him, 2 18-point scorers in the backcourt of Ball and Bledsoe, B&B boys. 18 apiece for both of those guys. 38 minutes from Lonzo, 18 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. Lonzo was closing in on that triple-double. He was 7 of 14 from the field, 3 of 9 from downtown. 18 points, 7 assists, 9 rebounds for Lonzo. He had 4 turnovers, but nonetheless a positive outing. Eric Bledsoe, 18 points for Bledsoe. This was kind of stuff I like. His plus minus, plus 15 in this one with 18 points in 26 minutes, 6 of 13, 1 of 4 from downtown. He was 5 of 7 from the charity stripe. He finished 18 points, 4 steals, 2 assists, and 4 rebounds for Eric Bledsoe. And of course, 17 points for BI, 26 minutes, 6 of 13 from the field. He was 3 of 5 from downtown. Very casual 17 for BI, 7 rebounds and 5 assists in the matchup. 12 for Billy Hernan Gomez in 31 minutes. He finished with a double-double, 12 points, 10 rebounds, 3 steals, and a block in the game. And you need double-doubles and that's what I call for double-doubles from Steven Adams. That definitely works. 12 and 10 every night from Steven Adams would be fine with me with that kind of money. Then, of course, off the bench, William Gabriel led the scorers off the bench, had his best game as a Pelican. 10 points in 18 minutes. He was 4 of 7 from the field. Hit a couple of 3-pointers. He went 2 for 3 from downtown. 10 points, 2 assists, and a rebound for William Gabriel. Hopefully that spars kind of gets Stan Van to give him more of an opportunity to play, being that James Johnson is still going to be out for a little bit. Najee Marshall in 28 minutes scored 7 points, had 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. He was 2 of 7 from the field, 2 of 3 from downtown, 1 of 2 from the charity stripe, but the man had a plus minus at plus 19. 7 points for him. And then 2 6-point scores. Jackson Hayes had 6 points and 3 rebounds, 6 points for KLJ with 3 rebounds and 3 assists from him in 22 minutes. Wesley Awandu, no points, and James Nunnerly was able to get a 3-pointer in 2 minutes. He knocked one down in it. And, of course, the top scorer for the Clippers was a man. He had 17 points on the day, 15 for Morris. And then off the bench, it was DeMarcus Cousins in 25 minutes, complaining all the way. 6 of 14 from the field. He was 0 of 3 from downtown. Thought he was going to come in here and get a win. 16 points, 11 rebounds.
Charge on Zion, man. What the hell wrong with him? Zion was trying to go around you, fool.
So that's the thing. DeMarcus Cousins, signed for the rest of the season. And Rondo played 22 minutes. He had 5 points and 5 assists, 3 rebounds. No Rondo didn't help him in this one. Pelicans 120-103, DC individual statistics. Cavalier 17 from BI, and 23 points from Williamson. Not too much call for the big stars. Not a heavy bulk of the load pushed towards Zion because the team was playing, in BI because the team was playing as a team and shared the scoring load.
Yeah, those guys got the rest a lot. I mean, you saw a lineup at one point in time was basically the starters out there with William Gabriel. And that's actually, when he kind of hit a couple of them 3-pointers when he was going through situations like that. I thought he looked pretty decent. Was glad to see him finally have a good game, man. He still is goofy as hell, though, Q. Oh, my God. Watching this guy, some of the plays that might not, or some of the stuff he do that ain't on TV. He got to get his coordination together, man. I don't know. Jameis got that LASIK surgery. Maybe.
Okay. DC.
William Gabriel. Zion, very calculated, took his time. kind of looked like they was getting to him a little bit. He was getting a little frustrated with the way the Clippers were playing him, but he kept the ball moving. Man, got 5 assists. They would come, pretty much set on stopping him. Even though, if a guy goes 8 for 11, I don't really think I stopped him. We just didn't need him to score as much because us playing as a team, we was able to pull away. Bi, man, I looked up at one point, like it was like at halftime, Bi had like 6 points. I was like, man, what the hell going on with Bi? And he came out, I believe it's like in the third maybe, and started getting a little more active. Hit a couple of 3-pointers, and he had a nice little stretch. Kind of picked it up a little bit, and then I kind of looked on the chart, and I realized, damn, he hadn't even taken 9 shots. I was like, hey man, Bi ain't really taking shots like that. But they was giving the ball up to their teammates, man. Really, really had that ball moving around, man. That's what I noticed tonight. Lonzo Ball was impressive, one of the more impressive guys for me tonight, as well as Billy. Those 2 guys impressed me, and Eric Bledsoe. Eric Bledsoe impressed me tonight, y'all. Wasn't expecting that. He was very aggressive. He was attacking the cup. You know what I'm saying? Anytime somebody hit him with one of them little bumps, man, Eric Bledsoe is y'all gonna laugh. Ball up, man. Get the foul every time. He must have did that at least 4 or 5 times tonight. Felt like good game from him, man. And when you get 18 points apiece from Lonzo Ball and Eric Bledsoe, along with Ingram, just being a damn near 20 points, and Zion doing what he do, I don't think there's a lot of teams that could beat us. I'm just being honest, family. So if we can play like this, you know what I'm saying? The playing ain't out of hand. And I know a lot of people looking at it like it's crazy, but they keep forgetting that we play the Warriors 3 times. We got a team that we playing for a playing spot that we fighting with, that we played 3 times. You know what I'm saying? And we only, 4 games back? I don't know. Maybe it could be 3 by tomorrow or whatever, depending on how some of these games go. So we'll see. I don't know if Memphis lost to Denver tonight, but we still got a shot at it, man. The Pelicans just got to close their end of the bargain. And I thought there were a lot of guys that played fantastic tonight. Even guys who, didn't have crazy numbers. Like I didn't see Kyra didn't make a whole bunch of mistakes with his minutes. He maximized them. Najee Marshall did an excellent job on Paul George. He hit a couple of big 3-pointers at moments when the game was still in play to help it stretch away. We already talked about William Gabriel and what he brought. It was all around team effort, man. Even Jackson Hayes figured out that DeMarcus Cousins ain't got no legs, and he was outrunning him and pissing him off because he couldn't keep up with him. You know what I'm saying? So they had to call a timeout and figure out how they're gonna guard that. So it was a good win, and if we can continue to play this way, we got a lot to hold our heads and be happy about, man. So on to the next one with Denver.
Yeah, speaking of which, we're going to make the jump and go over to that side of things with Denver and look at this, because the reality is this is going to be interesting. Denver is 40-21 right now. They're 22-10 as we head up there. And Denver's always difficult for the Pelicans, as you see. You look at some of the leaders there. Zion Williamson averaging 27 flat, shooting almost 62% from the field. Jokic is their top guy, top scorer, I want to say rebounder and assister. He does it all. 26.2 on almost 57% from the field. Rebounds, Adams is 9. Jokic is 11 rebounds per contest. Assists is Lonzo. Jokic average almost 8 assists per contest. Lonzo's 5.6. So Jokic is the man. Points, rebounds, assists are all his. As the Pelicans stand 27-34, 10-18 and 10-18 away. You look at some of the injury reports. James Johnson still out. Steven Adams is day-to-day. Denver will be missing Will Barton, according to the report, and Monty Morris, which is big if those guys can't go. But it's always the case. This one will be on the 28th.
Don't forget about
Jamal Murray.
Jamal Murray, man. Yeah, he all banged up too. So
yeah, I think he done for the year, to be honest.
Yeah, he out for the year. He tore his ACL, man.
So 115 a game flat for New Orleans, giving up 115.1, 48.2 on the field goal percentage, 47 flat rebounds, 26.1 on the assists. 4.3 blocks, 7.3 steals. And then Pelicans starting the streak. They win this one. They're 5-5 the last 10. Denver 115.5 a game, only letting you get 111 flat. They're shooting almost 49% from the field, 44.5 on the rebounds, 27.2 on the assists, 4.6 on the blocks, 8 straight on the steals, 8 straight up on the steals, 8 steals a contest. And currently, according to the statistics, they're 1-2 and 7-3 the last 10 contests. So this is a good team that will continue to try to win games. They're in the hunt as well. And remember, a couple of the history of the regular season, the Pelicans beat the Nuggets 113-108. Nuggets returned the favor with the same damn score in game 2. And then, of course, this time around, we'll complete the season series.
113-108 again, us, baby.
Yeah, that's how it should go, right? And of course, the Pelicans, man, are fixated where they're at, and we're going to go over the statistics after we do the breakdown for the Nuggets. So, looking at the end of the team statistics, DC, as you can see, Jokic is the man. 4 major statistical categories. He's the top scorer, top rebounder, top assister, and top stealer on the team. He's full bevy and the franchise player at the highest level. And of course, his top road dog, Jamal Murray, is not there. Michael Porter Jr. has to step up with a larger role, averaging 18 a game. Barton is listed as out.
Doing it too.
And Aaron Gordon is there as well, averaging 11 points and 5 rebounds a game. Monty Morris is a guy, one of their key players. Now that Jamal Murray's out, who's supposed to step up, he is currently, according to them, out, and we'll show you that momentarily. But you'll see Austin Rivers in there, and you'll see a few other players get an opportunity to get some minutes. Let's look at the depth chart here. As they're showing you, Monty Morris is out, Will Barton is out, and you got Michael Porter there at the 3, Gordon at the 4, Jokic at the 5, and of course Campazzo, who was a good little point guard, is coming. You got PJ Dozier, who does a little bit of everything. Paul Millsap is dangerous as always. And we'll see. Shaq Harrison and Austin Rivers are getting an opportunity to get to play if Monty Morris can't go. How do we continue the trend moving forward and doing this stuff, man? How do we move ahead? How do we get this win in Denver against the Nuggets and keep on moving forward, DC? What's the call?
The Paul George defense on Michael Porter Jr. I know everybody's thinking we need to shut down Joker, but I'm convinced at this point, after watching him 2 games, I don't think nobody's going to shut down Joker. Just let Joker cruise to his little average of 24, 25. He going to get him. But what you cannot do is let these other guys kill you. Michael Porter Jr., from me looking at them since Murray went down, man, he turned his game up a notch, bro. And, he ain't never been scared, you know what I'm saying? So you don't want to let this guy get started. So it starts there. And then from there, you basically got to be able to hold the fort once they go to their bench unit. Because Denver, even though they got a lot of guys injured, they're still pretty deep, man. They're still pretty deep. JaMychal Green is a decent player. You got Paul Millsap. Some people will say he's a starter, for some people. I don't know if Austin Rivers is going to start or Campazzo, but either one of those guys, that's still good players there. They got JaVale McGee coming off the bench, man. They still have a squad, and I ain't even mentioned Aaron Gordon yet. You know what I'm saying? So this is going to be a tall task, but I think it's very doable for the Pelicans, especially with their confidence, the way it was after this game, man. Those guys look happy. Everybody was interacting with each other, and they seem. I hate to say it. I ain't gonna say they turned the corner. Because every time I say that, they let me down. But they seem like they found a way, man, to kind of figure it out and play the style of basketball that Van Gundy wants, and to still score and be that scoring team that I'm sure the players want to be. And they made it work for one game. So this could be the start of something very good, man. So looking to see it again. They do got to go get on a plane and go to Denver. It's going to be a late game. I'm not happy about that. I know we love to do the show. I know y'all love to be here, but I know we'd all love to be here a little earlier than where we're going to be for this late game against Denver. And then we got another one against Oklahoma, late game too. But I think the Pels can go in there and pull it out, man, if they stick to what they did tonight. Play team ball. If they try to take Zion away, as they will, that's okay. Play through other players, man. When you're open, take your shot, move the ball. Bi don't get ISO crazy, which he didn't. Let the game come to you, and play the same style of defense we played against the Clippers tonight, man. And slow down Michael Porter. Slow down Joker. Obviously, we're not gonna stop him. Slow him down, but manage to X out Michael Porter Jr. Because if he gets going, then you got that bench wave going, and Joker does what he does. It's just almost impossible to beat Denver when they do that.
Well, I mean, it's down to the nitty gritty. You want to know the schedule, family? We put it on the screen. This is it. 11 games remaining. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Denver next. The Pelicans 3-game road trip at Denver. OKC back-to-back matchups. Then May Day against Minnesota. The Pelicans come home to May the 3rd and May the 4th, back-to-back contests against Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors. Going to be tough. But they're in the Smoothie King Center in back-to-back nights. And then, of course, toward the back end, the Pelicans have a ridiculous 5-game road trip, starting off with the Philadelphia 76ers, Charlotte, Memphis, Dallas, and then Golden State. Then they come home for the finale against the Los Angeles Lakers. This is the remaining schedule that are left right here for the Pelicans. And if they want to get in the playoffs or to play in, they've got to win the bulk of these games to get in position. What does the standings look like? Well, I'm glad you asked. Let me show you. This is the standings in the Western Conference currently.
Portland falling fast, huh?
Yeah. And if you look at it, because Dallas, Portland's lost 5 in a row. Dallas won 3. They leapfrogged them. So, I mean, you look at the Western Conference, you see Utah at the top. Phoenix, the Clippers, who we just knocked off. Denver's there, who we playing here. Would be good to knock them off too. Los Angeles there having issues as well. 4-6 the last 10. Dallas won 3 in a row there. They're in 6. And then, of course, you see Portland loses a 5 in a row. Memphis lost as well. They're 5-5. Then you see the Spurs are winners of 3 in a row, 7-3. We could have helped out with that, but it's okay. Golden State is winners of 2 in a row and 7-3. So the Pelicans, you see right there sitting at the 11th spot, just, behind Golden State and the Spurs. So that's what it is. 11 games left. We've got Golden State 3 times, so we control a lot of our own destiny, and we could impact those 3 wins. I know it's tough to beat Golden State 3 times, but listen, this is playoff urgent basketball, man. You look at this schedule, y'all. You got Golden State 3 times. You got Dallas there. DC, most of these teams are sitting right ahead of the Pelicans and could actually, Pelicans win these games, it could impact them. I know it's a lot. It's a lot to ask for. But
wait, we still got Memphis one more time too, right?
Yes, we got Memphis. Memphis is ahead of us. We got Golden State 3 times. We got Dallas as well. So, I mean, a lot of the teams that we're matching up against, we have those that's ahead of us in the West, and we can impact them. Even the Lakers at the bottom here, we looking to get a win there, depending. They probably end up sitting most of those guys for the playoffs. But, I mean, the reality is we have to win these games. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It'll be interesting to see just how well the Pelicans sink in with 11 games left of the regular season and to get with the fixated mentality to get into the playoff, the play-in, or whatever you want to call it. Golden State 3 times, Memphis. Listen, Dallas, we can do it. We just got to set our minds right and make it happen. 11 games, family, is what we got.
Yeah, basically, I call it the play before the playoffs because that's what it is, man. I mean, it's a playoff atmosphere with that play-in, and hopefully it's not a bubble this year, so it'll look different. I think it'll be a little more intense. It was great basketball last year, but I think we're going to see more of a defensive effort this year, which maybe could fall into our hands. But Golden State 3 times, man. We got, 3 tune-up games before Golden State. That's where it's at, man. I would hate to see us lose any of them, but being realistic, we got to win at least 2. At the very least 2. But if we do that, we only probably could lose one more time if we don't fully sweep Golden State. So we'll have one more L, and then we got to beat all these other teams, which I don't think is impossible when you look at our record, man. I mean, a Philly team, we kind of mopped the floor with them. I'm not sure if Ben Simmons is going to be back, and we played them with Ben Simmons and Embiid. So I think we can beat them. You got a Charlotte team, which I'm confident we can beat. Minnesota, you got Golden State, Dallas. You know what I'm saying? These ain't they ain't the easiest teams in the world, but these ain't the hardest teams in the league, man. I mean, especially going late into the schedule like this, I'm sure some of these guys are going to start resting going into the playoffs and stuff like that. Um, it's gonna be a trip, man, because even the play-in, a lot of them teams they still got to play in the play-in, so they probably start resting guys early or at least cutting 8 minutes. So we kind of where we would want to be if we willing to go on a run of maybe a 8-9 game run. If we could pull that off out of these 11, 12, then I think most definitely we in there, man. Other than that, we'll kind of be looking at our competition and hoping people lose and all that stuff, kind of glued to the TV to see what's about to happen with this team and all that. You got Portland, Memphis, the Spurs, and Golden State, man. One of those guys, we got to knock them out that spot.
Yeah, it's interesting. 4 games back of Golden State for the 10th spot there to get in position for the play-in. So we got to take care of business, man. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. 4 games is the very least we in. If we got to take it out of Golden State, we got to do it. I mean, Denver missing some people. OKC, you got to beat OKC. Minnesota struggling as well, even though Big Cat doing his thing. We still are good enough that we're supposed to beat OKC in Minnesota. Golden State will be a challenge, but like you said, I still think we got a lot of firepower. We'll start getting a lot of our people back too to help out with the Golden State matchups. That's back to back in May. We got to do it. We did beat Philadelphia. They're going to be looking for some revenge. We'll see how that's say. Charlotte's supposed to be a win. We do beat Memphis, but we can't take them slightly. They are ahead of us. Dallas is not impossible to beat. Like you said, and Golden State is really the thing that sticks out right there is the Golden State Warriors. You have them 3 times in the last 11 games. Something's got to shake there, man. If we can't get all of them, we got to at least get 2 of them. You 4 games back of the 10th spot, which is Golden State, in which you played 3 times. I'm kind of driving that point because really, realistically, if you look at the games that we have against Dallas, Memphis, and the 3 against Golden State, the Pelicans do have their playoff destiny firmly in their hands. We've got to take care of business. No ifs, ands, buts about it. Excuse season is over. It's now time for them to shut the hell up and represent and do what the hell they're supposed to do. That's what it comes down to. Pelican basketball, playoff basketball. Let's get it cracking.
Yeah.
Let's get it
poppin'.
What the hell was that?
I ain't come out right.
Poppin'. You gotta stick that shit back in the oven, bro. That wasn't popping fresh, brother.
It wasn't what?
It wasn't popping fresh.
No, what you say before fresh?
Fresh, popping fresh.
What came before fresh?
It wasn't popping fresh.
Just the one word before fresh.
Popping. Wasn't popping.
There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go.
All right. So with that being said, fam, we're gonna tap out on that. I hope y'all enjoyed the Pelican post game report tonight, man. Much love to the family members. Appreciate y'all stopping by and representing. As you can see, DC got him a new hat down at the arena.
I'm just the Pels, man. It's about the Pels. I ain't bought my hat.
He probably paid $60 for that hat down there because
it was $125, especially.
That's about right. That arena store is high as hell, man. Come on, man. But anyway, listen, I thank y'all for joining this episode of the Pelican Post Game Report. Big ups to the flock. Please feel free to hit the like button. If you hadn't already hit so, smash the like button. It's very easy. Just hit it. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe to the Pelican Post Game Report and join the flock, man. We love having you guys here. A great atmosphere. We love it. It's getting very serious, family. 11 games are left in for the spiel to get to the play-ins. 4 games back of Golden State, who we played 3 times. This simple math, just W's, 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 and more W's is the answer to any problems. We blasted the Clippers' asses tonight, 120-103. We got to handle business against the Denver Chicken McNuggets. And then after we do that, we got to move on to the next one. We got to take down the OKC Drizzle. because there ain't no thunderstorm, there ain't nothing happening over there, and we on and on to the the Cubs or the Timber Cubs or whatever you want to call them, because they ain't scaring nobody, they ain't got no teeth. We done defanged their ass. So I mean, with that being said, we got to take care of business against these teams moving forward, man. The Hornets and all these guys, spray some bug spray on them, all that, man. We got to take care of business, man. We got to take care of business. So with that being said, DC, you want me to do the phrase that pays, or you gonna do the phrase that pays?
However you want to do it, baby. You can get it popping if you like.
DJ says, yo, DC, but I got you on the food, but I just tell me when you're going. Okay, where you going?
All right, brother.
Appreciate
that.
There you go. All right, T Woolsby. Okay. Thank you for that, VB St. Pel and Saints and Pels later. What's up, Tragic? He said you called the Q. They were going to beat the Clippers. Well, we got to do it, man. We got to take it. What's up, brother Damon? We got to do what we got to do. Big Sean, what's happening, fam? Tasha, what's up,
boy,
baby?
Big Sean be doing some hating, bro. Every time I see you, can you say one thing positive about us, Big Sean? I know you hear to ruffle some feathers and rattle the cages.
Sean's
a Spurs man.
He's a Spurs man, bro.
Oh, that's what it is. All right, so
that's your rival.
You born to hate. All right, I got you, bro.
Yeah,
I didn't know Big Sean was a Spurs man.
Big Sean, a Spurs man, bro.
He's a dedicated Spurs warrior, bro, because he come in here to try to shoot us down and kick at us them damn Cowboys. Spurs.
I gotta give Sean credit, man. He be giving some credit though, man. He be dropping some love. I see him in there. He equal opportunity. He be giving. See, he said I said some positive against the Spurs, right?
Respect.
So yeah, I know you're right, Big Jedediah. We need somebody to start eating W's on this goddamn team, and it can't be Zion because look like he eating everything else. So with that being said, DC, you want me to do it or you to do it?
I don't care, bro.
All right, I haven't done it in a while, bro. So
go ahead, man. We got a special edition to add to the end of it. You know who we want here. You know who we want here at the end of it. Just as long as you end it like that.
Who?
She's a special lady. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right. So, like I always say, family, if you hear anybody talking mess about your Pelicans, you tell their ass with a New York accent to get the flock out of here and go flock yourself. And you better get out of here. You better stop hating and get out of here. You better get out of here. Boy, I love Gail Benson, man. I love Gail Benson. You better stop hating. You better get out of here. All right. Thank you, Miss Gail.
What you tell them when you tell them to go flock themselves and they look back at you like they don't want to leave?
I can't do the verse, son. That's you, DC. I just say you gotta get out of here. All right. So with that being said, much love to the flock, man. I appreciate y'all for dropping in, man. Hit the like button if you're not a subscriber. Hit the subscribe button.
Appreciate y'all.
And we'll see y'all later. We'll see you on the next show, family. And DC, good show, brother. And
likewise, fam. Likewise. Always fun to be here with you and all the flockers, man. Man, I love reading these chats, man. I love the super chat. We got some very creative, funny, happy, and for Big Sean, some hatery people in there.
Love them all. Love though. He
showed love, but he was hating tonight. But it's cool.
All right, okay, CDC. All right, fam, appreciate y'all popping
I'm supposed to say something bad too, damn.
He a rival. He a damn rival too.
All right, well, I'm saying
in the same division as you are.
All right, well, let me talk about him hating it.
All right, fam, thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. We'll see you later. What's up, Kim? Big ups to you, fam. Kingpin Matthew, big ups to you. And the rest of the family members, we'll see you on the next one. Peace out. Julio, I see you, fam. Peace.
to the Pelicans post-game report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.
You know,